So I hope everyone enjoyed their fabulous lunch. I'm going to go ahead and get started with our program. So welcome again to the 2019 Awards Luncheon here at Cuesta College. We're so happy that you joined us today. The event today it's annually hosted by the Cuesta College Foundation. So I wanted to take a moment to recognize our volunteers and board members who are here with us, including Anita Robinson, our president of our foundation board, as well as, many of our other foundation board volunteers who are with us. If you all will just stand to be recognized. It's working with people like this to help put these events together and make Cuesta a really great place that it is. I want to take a moment to thank you all again for joining us. It is my pleasure at this time to introduce our Superintendent President, Dr. Jill Stearns, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about her before I ask her to come up. As a Central Valley native, Dr. Stearns was raised in Avenal and began her community college journey in online education at the West Hills Community College District. During her 12 years at West Hills, she held several administrative positions, including 3 years as Chief Student Services Officer and 5 years as the Chief Instructional Officer. Her experience includes accreditation, enrollment management, capital construction projects, and integrated planning, to name a few. Dr. Stearns then served as the president of Modesto Junior College for 6 years, where under her leadership, MJC became an Achieving the Dream institution, launched a pilot baccalaureate degree in respiratory care, was selected as an eligible college for the Aspen Prize for Community College Excellence, and as if that wasn't enough, was also one of 20 colleges in the California Guided Pathways demonstration cohort. So she was a very busy lady before coming to Cuesta. Dr. Stearns holds a bachelor's degree in business administration from Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, a master's degree in instructional technology from National University, and a PhD in education community college leadership from Walden University. Please welcome Cuesta's 7th Superintendent President, Jill Stearns, to the podium.
Thank you, Shannon. Welcome, everyone, to Cuesta College. It is just fantastic to have you on campus today, and it is a beautiful San Luis Obispo day outside. To those who are being honored and recognized as our 2019 Honored Alumni, welcome home. It's inspiring to have you back on campus. We look forward to hearing you share your journey and celebrate what you have accomplished. It's my hope that as you came onto campus, you felt nostalgic for the past and you remembered your time here at Cuesta fondly. We're gathered here today to recognize not only our honored alumni, but also very significant individuals who volunteer their time and talent generously to support Cuesta College. The stories of service stand as vivid illustrations of what is required to deliver top quality educational experiences to the residents of San Luis Obispo County and beyond. Cuesta College depends greatly on our massive volunteer service. I find it so striking that we have roughly 1,000 employees and we have over 1,000 volunteers working on behalf of the college throughout our county. Many of those present serve as volunteers. If you volunteer, will you please stand so we can recognize you? We could not do the work we do without your support. So on behalf of our students, faculty, staff, and campus leaders, thank you for generously donating your time, your treasure, and your talent. Before we begin our awards, I would like to acknowledge some very special guests who are with us. First, I'd like to recognize one of the founding members of Cuesta College. He was the first academic administrator and the second president superintendent of Cuesta College. President Superintendent Emeritus Dr. Frank Martinez. Our former Cuesta College Superintendent President, Dr. Marie Rosenwasser. And Superintendent President Emeritus, Dr. Gil Stork. Joining us from the San Luis Obispo County Community College District Board of Trustees is our board president, Mr. Pete Sizak, representing District 4. Our vice president, Dr. Barbara George, representing District 2. Mr. Patrick Mullen, representing District 3. And you need to look the other direction for Mrs. Mary Strobridge, representing District 5. San Luis Obispo County District 5 Supervisor Debbie Arnold is here today, and she's kindly providing certificates of recognition for each award recipient. Finally, it's my pleasure to introduce you to a longtime supporter and friend of Cuesta College. He's a member of our Foundation Board of Directors and president of our Alumni Committee, Mr. Tim Williams. So Tim founded Digital West in 1999 and continues to lead the company today. He is also a Cuesta College 2009 Honored Alumni recipient. So please welcome me in joining Mr. Tim Williams.
Thank you, Dr. Stearns. This is my 10th time doing this. I think this might be the largest crowd we've had and definitely the best looking crowd I think we've had to support our honorees. Before I begin, I'd also like to introduce or recognize a couple other special guests we have. We have our 2013 Honored Alumnus and our 2016 Honored Alumnus, Mr. George Galvin and John Allen Connerly. Yeah. So thank you all for being here today. The Honored Alumni Awards were established in 1989 to recognize outstanding professional achievements and service of former Cuesta students. Since that time, more than 50 alumni have received this prestigious award. The foundation receives many nominations each year for alumni who made outstanding achievements both personally and professionally and socially. The Alumni Committee goes through a rigorous process to review all the fantastic nominations that come in and ultimately select our honored alumni for that year. It is with great pleasure that I present to you our 2019 Honored Alumni recipients. So if you could please join me on stage, Denise Dvorak. Denise Traeger Dvorak, a Paso Robles native, prepared for a career in the justice system at Cuesta College before attending Western State University, where she earned a Bachelor of Arts and a Juris Doctorate degree. During 30 years of service to the San Bernardino County District Attorney's Office, Judge Dvorak fought for justice in cases of child abuse, domestic violence, and animal cruelty. She served as the county's Family Violence Unit Coordinator, created the first Child Abuse Investigation Manual, and established the first Domestic Violence Death Review Team, and helped form the Animal Cruelty Task Force. In 2016, Judge Dvorak was elected to a 6-year term as judge in the Superior Court of California, County of San Bernardino. She and her husband, Ross, a retired sheriff's captain, live in Southern California. Their 25-year-old son serves as a lieutenant in the U.S. Air Force. Please join me in congratulating Judge Dvorak as one of Cuesta College's 2019 Honor Alumni.
Thank you. Well, thank you. If you look at the program, it says that it took me like 5 years to get my AA degree. I suspect they just couldn't find my records because it's so old. But the campus has changed tremendously. It's beautiful. Like places like this we didn't have when I was here. It was quite a bit different. And I am so honored to be here, and I was so surprised when I got a call from Katie. I actually thought maybe this is some kind of scam and they just want me to give money, you know? So many years later, but this is truly where I started, and it kept me going. And first I have to say thank you to my family. My sister Lori is here, my husband Ross, my niece Ashley, and my son wanted to be here, but he's in Texas, and both of our parents are gone, so they couldn't be here, but they've been so supportive for me. And it's times like this that I do remember my parents, Marge and Bruce Traeger, and they taught my sister and I to be honest, work hard, and to have compassion. And I think that they were a huge part of getting me here. And I'm grateful for the start I got at Cuesta. When I started, I came out of high school, had no idea what I wanted to do. I certainly did not expect to be a judge. I later worked in a law firm and still had no idea I wanted to be a lawyer, let alone a judge. And my dad's father was a constable and justice of the peace in Paso Robles, and I think that it's kind of nice to feel like I followed in his footsteps to a certain degree when they had justices of the peace. I'm currently assigned to juvenile delinquency court, which means that we handle cases involving children who are charged with committing crimes, everything from petty theft to murder. And they may start in juvenile court. They might be tried as an adult if the crime is serious enough. But it's a chance for them to learn from their mistakes, to finish their high school and go on to college. And I have many kids that come into my courtroom and say, I'm going to go on to college and junior college. And most of them don't have the resources to go to a four-year college. And I encourage them and I tell them, I started here. I started in a community college, and you can do this, and you can go forward, and you can do whatever you want. Start with that foundation. So I feel like it's a great way to jumpstart your career, and I appreciate the recognition. Thank you all again. Thank you for appreciate it. It's a good excuse to take a day off of work and come be with my family too.
Thank you, Judge Dvorak. Our next recipient is film producer Farhad Shariat. If you could come up here with me, Farhad. A short film Farhad made for a film and video art class at Cuesta College helped him gain access and admission to UCLA as a transfer student the following year. He began his career as an intern for film producer Andrew Lazar, who is known for such films as American Sniper and Bound. Farhad eventually oversaw the development and production of films for Lazar's production company for 10 years. His work as a writer-focused producer in film gave him the opportunity to create pilots for television. With his collaborator, Rand Revich, Farhad produced several one-hour pilots before having a breakthrough in 2007 with the crime drama series Life, starring Damian Lewis. During this time, Farhad also produced the independently financed I Love You, Philip Morris, starring Jim Carrey. After Life completed its run, Farhad and Rand returned to NBC with the series Crisis in 2014. Currently, Farhad is in an overall deal with HBO where he and his partner are working with renowned author George R.R. Martin to develop a spin-off of his groundbreaking series Game of Thrones. Farhad lives in Los Angeles with his wife and 2 children. Please join me in congratulating Farhad Shariat as one of Cuesta College's 2019 Honored Alumni.
Thank you so much. This honor means so much to me. Cuesta was huge in my life. As you heard, that film class I took, it was the very first arts class I took. All of the arts the arts classes I did here had a huge influence. It could have, at that crucial point in your life, any 1 or 2 things can change your direction. And if I had had a bad experience, I might have gone on to do something much more meaningful in my life. But instead, it gave me the confidence to take a slightly uncharted path. And so thank you. Again, I feel so fortunate. And I also feel fortunate that today, no one asks me if my parents had to bribe me into this school. I'm really thankful for that too. But genuinely appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Farhad. Our next recipient is Lauren Peterson. Lauren, you can join me on stage. Born and raised in San Luis Obispo, Lauren always had an interest in agriculture. Many of us do here. She turned that interest into a passion when she took an agricultural science class in high school and became an active member of Future Farmers of America, or FFA. After high school, Lauren enrolled at Cuesta College, then transferred to Cal Poly, where she earned a bachelor's degree and a master's degree in agricultural education. She launched her teaching career at Everett Alvarez High School in Salinas, and then Gonzales High School. For the past 5 years, Lauren has taught agriculture, biology, agricultural chemistry, agricultural earth science, and agricultural mechanics at King City High School. She also coaches FAA teams that compete within the region, the state, and nationally. As a teacher, Lauren motivates students to push past their insecurities and to discover what truly inspires them. Please join us in celebrating Lauren Peterson's achievement as one of our 2019 Honored Alumni.
Thank you very much. I'm very humbled by this award. A quick thing, Cuesta College has been in my life, I think, before I even knew it was in my life. I was one of those students that attended the College for Kids program when I was in 7th grade. My dad's crying. Sorry. So Cuesta's awesome, and as an educator myself, I tell my students, because Cal Poly's really hard to get into, and they all think Cal Poly is amazing, and it is, but Cuesta's even better, and I so 2-year vocational ag, vocational CTE, anything is what you agree to, yes, Blake, is what this generation needs. And I am so thankful that Cuesta provides the top-notch education for our students and our generation and our future. So thanks again. I am very, very honored to receive this award.
Thank you, Lauren. She's got the best fan section down there. Last and certainly not least, it's my pleasure to introduce our final recipient, Rick Mayfield. Rick moved to San Luis Obispo after graduating from high school in 1979 with a dream of starting his own business. The business didn't work out as he'd planned, but he found a rewarding career in academia instead. After re-entering education at Cuesta College, Mayfield spent 6 months in South America learning Spanish. He graduated with a degree in political science from UC Santa Barbara, then served in the Peace Corps in Belize. Back in the States, his Spanish language skills helped him to secure a teaching job at 9th Street Elementary School in Los Angeles' Skid Row. He followed that with 3 years teaching in Namibia. When he returned to San Luis Obispo in 1996, he taught 2nd grade at Pacheco Elementary, where he helped implement a 2-way language immersion program. After earning a master's degree in educational administration at Cal Poly, he eventually returned to Pacheco as principal, where he advocated for English learner students and dual immersion education. Today, he's the Director of Learning and Achievement for the San Luis Obispo Coastal Unified School District. Please join me in congratulating Rick on his distinguished award and for all his work in our community and beyond.
Like the other recipients, it's such an honor to get this. I remember my time here at Cuesta so fondly, and it didn't take me long after high school to figure out that not going to school probably wasn't a good plan. And I come from a long line of scientists in the family, but I loved the humanities department here. I remember the teachers so well and the rigorous coursework and how challenging it was, Mr. Evans and Mr. Kelly. And I was just turned on to learning at that time. And so it has led to what really is an amazing career for me. From my own personal perspective, it's been an amazing journey. And to get that phone call and to come back here, I too felt like, is there a trick here? Like I got an award, really? but it's so meaningful to me. And my son, Max, please stand up, Max. He's a current Cuesta student. And yes. So how awesome that I get to share it with him. Great things can happen by starting at Cuesta College. And in my role now as Director of Learning and Achievement, I get to talk to high school students about what they're doing. And not a day goes by where I say, hey, a great option is Cuesta College. You can start there. If you're a sophomore, you should be taking concurrent enrollment classes so you can get out of high school with already some coursework under your belt. This is an awesome school, and I'm honored to get this award. Thank you.
Great, thank you, Rick. It's now my pleasure to re-welcome Dr. Stearns back on to recognize our volunteer award recipients. Dr. Stearns?
Thank you to our inspiring 2019 Honored Alumni. It's fantastic to hear the stories of your success and the impact that you are having after having the opportunity to first start at Cuesta College. Now we're on to our first volunteer award. This is the Dr. Frank Martinez Superintendent President's Award. It was first awarded in 2001. This award recognizes the accomplishments of a community volunteer who has contributed time and talent generously, working in partnership with Cuesta faculty or staff, resulting in an achievement that might not have happened otherwise. This year's recipient of the Dr. Frank Martinez Superintendent President's Award is Mr. Thom Schulz. It looks like Thom does not need much of an introduction and that you are familiar with his great work. Thom and his late wife, Laura Coates, have provided high-impact donations to advance their most heartfelt causes, education and cancer support. Their generous gifts have benefited Cuesta College students, starting with the initial campaign to start the North County campus. They also funded a cancer research laboratory at UCLA and the John Wayne Cancer Institute in Santa Monica. The philosophy behind their philanthropic dedication is to see firsthand where our donations and time are helping. We want to enjoy this journey of life to its fullest. Since Laura's passing in 2017, Thom has continued the work they started together. As a tireless advocate for Cuesta College as a North County campus ambassador, he supports students in need by providing holiday gift baskets every year to CalWorks, EOPS, and veteran students and their families. He also provided, He also provided the capstone gift that launched the second-year Cuesta College Promise Scholarship in June of 2018. Please join me in congratulating Thom on this well-deserved award.
Well, thank you so much for coming for this wonderful luncheon. I've been coming to these for so many years, and I've always been, they've always given me a lunch ticket. And I used to say, man, this is great, free lunch. Well, that's probably not so true, is it? I am just so honored for this award. I have known Frank Martinez for so many years, and Dr. Dvorak, and they were two of my heroes. And I've looked up to them for years, and I want to say thank you for this award. And I hope that I can continue as you have for years to come. Coming over the grade today, I saw a caravan of North County people coming to the mother campus. I was so excited. Would all of my North County friends and co-workers in this wonderful thing, just raise your hand if you're from the North County. All right, great. I'd like to introduce you to my treasured friend for over 20 years, Dr. Denise Dudley. Denise, would you please stand up? Denise is an extraordinary woman. She's a professor at Cal Poly, but she was also the co-founder of SkillPath. That is a wonderful organization. You're shaking your head. Yes, Denise is co-founder of SkillPath, and there's a lot of seminars that they put on here in San Luis Obispo. Denise wrote a book, and it's called Work It. And she saw how kids really needed direction. And so this book gives them a much-needed guidelines, how to go to an interview, what to do with your appearance. Maybe you should wear long sleeves if you have a lot of tattoos. Maybe take some of the metal away, because in life, there's some people that look at this and are not appreciative. So this book gives kids a head start. And I would like to see it in all the high schools for seniors before they start moving on. But anyway, Denise and I have got together, and we're going to make sure that all of our first Promise students receive this book. Most of you know about our North Campus. Probably 23 years ago, our visionaries in Paso Robles got together and formed committees, and they said, we really need a North County campus. And as it would happen, the committees that they put together were mainly women, because we all know that if you want to get something done, you start with the women, because they really move. Yes. Yes. And so it was really a wonderful thing. The committee, they had the land already due to John and Bernardino. They had the buildings that were donated by Vandenberg. All we needed was a funding to get them put together. So we started doing these little get-togethers at people's homes. And we would bring them in and show them what we wanted to do, and hopefully get a few bucks out of them. So Berna called and asked Laura and I if we would have one of these meetings at our home. And we said, sure. Well, little did they know that we lived in Creston, probably a 30-minute drive, and then a 3-mile dirt road. But they came and they gave a presentation, and before they started the presentation, I talked to Laura. I said, we should probably donate to Cuesta North. And so I wrote a check, and I put it in an envelope, and I put Berna's name on it, and I gave it to Laura, and I said, when this is over, give it to Berna. Well, the meeting didn't go that well, people didn't really respond. They didn't know what they were supposed to do. So after the meeting, Berna looked kind of sad as she was leaving, and Laura said, "Here, Berna, here's 250. And Berna said, "Oh, thanks, Laura." And later she said, she was thinking, "Oh man, $250 is not going to help us much." So about 45 minutes later, we get a call from Berna. And she says, "You know, I was telling John about your gift of, of $250. And he said, "You know, Berna, this could be the start of it, And so Berna opened the envelope, and we had donated $250,000. And so she was so thrilled that she said, "Can we use this as a kickoff, the catalyst to get other people excited about Cuesta North?" And Laura and I said, "We'd rather keep it anonymous." And she says, "No, I really need your help if we can do this." So November 12th, 1997, we got the paper. And this was on the front page. 250,000 pushes Cuesta closer. And with this article, people said, "Oh, well, this looks good." And it was psychological, because once somebody says, "Oh, this is going to be great," everybody else says, "Oh, maybe we should do something too." We had contractors devote time. We had people bringing materials. And the city actually got our permits through quickly. In 1 year, Cuesta College North was open. And I've just been so excited about our new buildings. We only have one modular left. And I think that's so wonderful for everybody. Thank you. I do really appreciate everybody here. I've been coming to these so long, and I see people that are here every time. And Barbara George, and, are people that have just bent over backwards for Cuesta College. It's just such a wonderful thing. And as you know, 7 years ago, I was talking to Doug Ayers, a friend of mine. He has the Ayers Hotels in LA. And I said, "Doug, wouldn't it be great to put a nice destination spa right across from Cuesta College?" He said, "Wow, that's a great idea." And now, our staff and students can look out their window and see this beautiful Tuscany property and be so proud. And so many of their employees go to Cuesta. They can just walk across the street. Now, that's my story. And I'm going to stick to it. Thank you very much. I'm so proud of all of you for your passion for education. And Gil and Frank, I have a book for you. Frank, I think you'll find it a really good read. But Gil, I think you need it. I'm waiting for you to start your next career. God bless you all. Thank you.
All right. That was a really great story, huh? For those of you who didn't know, we just celebrated the 20th anniversary of that opening of the North County campus this fall in November, and it was also a spectacular turnout. People are very surprised when they hear that we have actually been up there for 20 years now, and you can totally see the great history that launched that and got it started. Well, it is my turn now to introduce our John Schaub Student Volunteer Award. It's a very special award for me today because I actually know this person, and so I always enjoy that. This award was first awarded in 2001 as well. This award recognizes a student whose community volunteer work best exemplifies the high standards established by the college's first dean of students, whose trailblazing work in creating programs for student success has helped thousands of students achieve their goals. This year's recipient of the John Schaub Student Volunteer Award is Jasmin Wyatt. Jasmin, will you come join me up on the stage? Now, you weren't a ringer. I didn't put your name in, I promise. All right, so Jasmin graduated from Atascadero High School. I'm feeling a North County theme a little bit, and attends Cuesta College as a Promise Scholarship recipient studying political science. As the club's director for the Associated Students of Cuesta College, which is our student government, she is a member of the executive cabinet, and she represents the students of Cuesta College at state and national conferences. She is also a student ambassador for the Cuesta College Foundation, where she represents the college at a variety of events and outreach activities. Jasmin also volunteers within the community at the San Luis Obispo Democratic Party and Literacy for Life. She is also a member of Alpha Gamma Sigma, the California Community College Scholastic Honor Society, where she is recognized for her academic achievements and community service. In addition to her studies and all of this extra work, she also, like many of our other students, is employed, and she has a part-time job at Kennedy Club Fitness in Atascadero. Please join me in congratulating Jasmin Wyatt. Come on over, lady. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's such an honor to be awarded with such other amazing people, and they're really inspiring, and it's great to be here. And I just want to say thank you especially to Dr. G and Katie for being such great advisors and making my time at Cuesta so memorable. I'll definitely miss this place once I leave it. The community here is like really inspiring, and I really enjoyed my time. And thank you so much to my family and friends for coming here today and always supporting me, even though I'm like really busy a lot from all this stuff. So thank you so much, everyone.
Excellent. And Dr. Stearns, I will welcome you back up to present our final award.
And now we have opportunity to introduce our final award for the program. The Betty Nielsen Volunteer of the Year Award was first created in 1995. This award is given in memory of Cuesta College trustee Betty Nielsen, considered the epitome of volunteerism. She served the community and the college selflessly for many years as an exemplary volunteer in several capacities. This year's recipients of the Betty Nielsen Volunteer of the Year Award is Grigger Jones. Will you please join me on stage? As a retired attorney, Grigger devotes his time and expertise to the Cuesta College Foundation as a member of the board of directors. He earned a bachelor's degree from UC Santa Barbara and a Juris Doctor degree from the University of Pacific McGeorge School of Law. In addition to 32 years of private practice in Atascadero, Grigger has filled many community service roles, including past chairman and president of the Atascadero Chamber of Commerce and president of the Atascadero Rotary Club. He remains active in the community today, serving as president of the Atascadero Mutual Water Company, chairman of the North County Economic Foundation, and co-founder of Leadership North County. Thank you, Grigger, for your selfless support and spirit of volunteerism on behalf of the college.
I have family and friends with me today. Somebody who put me up for this, Ryan Amborn, if you'll stand, from Atascadero. Rich Johnson came down to support me, and of course my lovely wife of almost 50 years, Alice, who keeps me humble in all the endeavors I do. some of the volunteer things I got from my folks, and my parents were volunteers. My mom always says, you know, don't be afraid to get your hands dirty. She's a master gardener, so I have not a clue what she meant by that. They also said, you know, be kind to people, do kind acts. And I think that's really caught on with me. I do a lot of organizations, and I really like doing organizations that have issues and problems. I like getting my hands dirty and getting in there and trying to turn them around. I don't do very well sitting on my fanny listening to other organizations who are really successful. It doesn't work as well. One of the things they also taught me was that give of your time and your talents. I don't understand the talent part, but I do understand the time part, particularly since I've been retired. And no, my wife did not dress me today. This is an ex-lawyer's thing that happens when you retire. You put all of your suits and your ties way back in the closet, and you only bring them out for 2 events, well, maybe 3, and that is weddings and funerals. So today I brought it out. You know which one that is. This is going to go off, by the way, because we have our first leadership retreat this afternoon in North County, our 4th class. Katie, where are you? She was there. There she is. She's going to be participating, and you better be on time, okay? But she's got a lot of duties. So this is not the apparel we wear for our retreat, so this will come off quickly. So anyway, time and talents are really, really important, time particularly. And for over the last 40 years in the Tasket era, which I really love, I spent a lot of time trying to help people out, trying to help organizations out. Sometimes I didn't come home till late because things went a long time, but nonetheless it was very, very rewarding, and Alice was very, very supportive and very gentle and made me very, very humble. And so basically, I'm very honored to be here, and thank you all for coming down from Atascadero to support me, okay? Thank you.
Will you join me in a final round of applause and congratulations to our Honored Alumni and Volunteer Award recipients? Your time and talent do not go unnoticed. We are immensely grateful for your contributions to your individual communities, the San Luis Obispo County community, and to Cuesta College. It is truly wonderful to be part of this campus and this community. We are forever grateful for your contributions and look forward to staying connected with you in years to come. Thank you to all of you today. I know some of you traveled from great distances to be here and to support your loved ones, and we appreciate you doing so. Please enjoy the rest of your time on campus, and we hope that you'll stay in touch. Thank you.